Wow, they revealed some new Mengzhou characters, and to be honest, they all have amazing designs. But we are going to talk about only one character this time, and she is Yang sister, SUISUI, a new glacial unit that is rumored to be the best in slot support for negative status teams. So we are going to break down her kit, talk about her resonance chain, signature weapon, and also some of her possible teams. Now that Lucilla and the collab banners are here and the Mengzhou drip characters has been announced, I want to quickly talk about a website that offers tons of discounts that I have been using for game top ups lately, and that's Cards. If you are planning to top up for Wuthering Waves, Cards is currently offering some amazing deals. New users can get up to 40% off their first purchase, while returning users can still save starting from 7% off regular orders. You can save up to $101 on your first top up, enjoy fast and reliable delivery, and instantly claim extra homepage coupons, including up to 7% off larger purchases. If you purchase 6000 plus 1600 Lunites package or the all-in-one bundle, you will receive a free monthly card plus additional high-value coupons with no minimum spending required. They also have exclusive homepage coupons available. You can instantly claim all available discounts with a single click, including extra 7% off orders over $145 and extra 5% off orders over $29. These discounts are applied directly during checkout. On top of that, Cards is running a summer event shop where you can manually collect additional discount coupons worth up to 10 to 15% off. Secure your favorite characters with Cards now. So SUISUI, I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce her name, so forgive me, is a limited 5-star Glacial Rectifier character. Based on her combat role, she is going to be a sustain, more of a healer that can improve your team's survivability. On top of that, she could give your team a damage amplification somewhere through her kit. And lastly, she is categorized as Glacial Chafe, meaning she could also inflict 1 stack or more of that negative status and mainly will be used around and as comps. So I think it's better to start her kit breakdown from her forte. So she basically have two kind of forte bars, each holding 120 max points, and two modes, one is normal mode and enhanced mode. So in order to fill this forte, all you need to do is perform basic attack or dash counter, while in normal mode. Once it's full, the resonance skill button will glow up and you can finally enter her enhanced mode simply by pressing it. Once she starts attacking in this mode, she will instead accumulate different kind of forte, and her last stage of basic attack will inflict 1 stack of Glacial Chafe. Take note that this enhanced mode will last for 15 seconds. As for her resonance skill, there are 3 modes. The original one that deals glacial damage upon casting, and the second one that will activate your enhanced mode once her forte bar is full. But this one is special because once you activate it, it also gives your whole team 1 stack of buff in the form of burst healing. This stack will be consumed upon healing the character in your team. And then her third resonance skill is the one that will be upgraded once you enter her enhanced state, which only deals damage, it does not provide any value beyond that. What is so special about her is her ultimate, or Resonance Liberation. So she will deploy a zone that will last for 25 seconds, and this zone will do some enhancements to your character if they actively inflict any negative status to the enemy. For example, it will increase the maximum stack of Frazzle, Fusion Burst, Erosion, and Glacial Chafe by 3 for 15 seconds, and then increase the limit Electro Flare and Rage by 3, and also Resonator's damage that hit enemy with Havoc Bane will ignore their defense and Havoc resistance by 6% and 12% respectively. So yeah, basically it's Chisa's outro, but they make it SUISUI's ultimate. Now let's talk about her inherent skills. After gaining enrichment or the burst heal that I talked about earlier, she basically heals the active resonator with a small but continuous healing for every 2 seconds if their HP is not yet full. 10 stacks mean 10 ticks of small heals. On top of that, this talent will also increase concerto regen from SUISUI's enhanced resonance skill as well as her intro by 20 and 13 respectively. In addition, the crit rate and crit damage of these two abilities will be increased by 50% and 240%. The second talent will prevent your team to be knocked down once they receive a fatal blow. Instead, they will receive health restoration based on 50% of SUISUI's current HP value. By the way, this is literally Shorekeeper's talent too, in case you have forgotten. As for her intro, she will normally attack enemies upon entering the battlefield, while inflicting them with 1 stack of Glacial Chafe. SUISUI also grants ally 1 stack of burst heals while immediately enter her enhanced state. As for her outro, she will immediately give the whole member a 25% damage amplification. Aside from that, when she leaves the battlefield while the zone from her ultimate is still active, she will consume all of the accumulated forte and gain her team a buff based on how many points of it consumed. So basically, her outro gives your active resonator increase in resistance to interruption, 12% increase in damage dealt based on her ER, and also 50% attack boost. With the condition, the active resonator must be able to consume the negative status tags. So I think SUISUI's role is very similar to Chisa, as whether or not she will replace her in the future, we definitely need more numbers on that, but I think so far she's more of a side grade Chisa, rather than completely replace her in negative status teams, such as in Hiyuki comps. Now let's talk about her vertical investments, starting with Resonance Chain. The first one, the attack bonus from Outro can now be obtainable when inflicting any negative status or dealing negative status damage. Her ultimate zone now lasts for 30 seconds, which is additional 5 seconds, and then all of her abilities while in enhanced state becomes immune to interruption. The second one is a straight up 40% all type damage boost for the teams when they inside the zone. The third one is an upgrade for her enhanced abilities where it gains more concerto regen. The fourth one is only increasing the healing effect, which is not really important. The fifth one is meant to be upgrade over SUISUI's personal damage since her multiplier are significantly increased. And finally, her last resonance chains are also meant to improve her damage contribution because now her intro and enhanced resonance skill will receive 500% crit damage. Okay, now let's talk about her signature weapon. Since SUISUI wants tons of energy recharge, her signature could help her character building, because it provides 77% energy. It also increases the wearer's HP by 12%, since SUISUI is a support that heals based on max HP. When user casts ultimate, it restores 8 concerto energy, and it will be triggered once every 20 seconds. When the user of this weapon casts intro or resonance skill, it will give all member a buff that lasts for 30 seconds. This buff will give them 20% attack. So I think this weapon is pretty skippable, but it all depends on how much energy regen that SUISUI wants to activate the buff. But I think so far, any rectifier healer will always benefit from variation. This weapon is absolutely OP. It may not give SUISUI the same amount of energy regen as her signature, but at maximum level, it still gives her around 52% energy regen, which is really something that SUISUI appreciates. If you happen to have it at full refinement, it's also good since it recovers 16 concerto energy to make sure that your rotation remains smooth in the battle. So is it better to vertically invest in her signature or even her first resonance chain? Since she is a rectifier healer that benefits more when we give her an increase in concerto regen, I think her signature is not that mandatory. Like I just said, she still benefits greatly from variation, like Shorekeeper or even Mourning with her Discord, whose weapon passives share similar effects. So in case you are wondering, there's a bit problem to her outro that you might want to consider to pull her first resonance chain instead of her signature. We'll talk about that in the possible team section, but at this point, I think it's better to pull her RC1. Okay then, I think it's obvious now who we are going to pair her with. Since she is a negative status support and a healer, the first possible team is with Xuanling and Chisa. Xuanling become the main carry here that benefits a lot from Havoc Bane, and Chisa will be the sub DPS. And then of course, since SUISUI can apply Glacial Chafe, she's pretty much can be Chisa's replacement in Hiyuki's comps, in case you need her in other team. That way, the composition will be Hiyuki, Lucilla, and SUISUI as the sustain. And no, replacing Chisa with SUISUI does not make Hiyuki lose her Snow Rust from her inherent skill, since her skill description said when Resonator inflict Glacial Chafe or Havoc Bane. So this is pretty much Hiyuki's premium team. So what I meant when I say there's a problem from SUISUI's outro is that she is not that universal to be paired with other negative status DPS, like Fusion Burst Amiet, Zani, and even Cartesia. It's not like the 100% won't work, but some buffs from SUISUI's outro might not be activated, and yes, that's her attack buff. The description said that the Resonator, which is your DPS, have to consume the stacks of the negative status by using skills. So I guess Hiyuki and Xuanling will not have a problem at all. But as for Zani, she already consumed Frazzle passively, without even using her skill. As for FB Amiet, she may force trigger Fusion Burst to explode, but she won't be consuming the stacks. Same goes for Carte, but even if she works with SUISUI, she still won't benefit from the attack buff since she scales from HP. That's why the developers tried to fix this at her RC1. It says that the attack buff will also be triggered when inflicting any negative stats or even dealing negative stats damage. In RC1, I think it opened her full potential to work with other NS DPS other than Hiyuki and Xuanling. So is she an upgrade over Chisa? I don't think the difference will be that significant. She exists so that player will have easier time to use Chisa for other NS teams. For example, in Xuanling or Carte teams, while SUISUI is busy supporting your Hiyuki. So that's why she's more of a side grade to Chisa rather than being a completely replacement for Chisa. So I think that's all for SUISUI's kit breakdown. So far, what do you guys think about her? Are you happy and will be pulling SUISUI regardless of many changes that will come? Or she's a huge skip for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notification as well so you won't be missing out on any of my Wuthering Waves content. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye bye!